Warning: this game is being played on the Edge channel due to its depiction of religion and magic. Edge rating: medium. Hello, and welcome to Desktop and Dice Edge, the gaming channel where you never know who's going to show up, and the channel in the Dad Network where we play games that aren't exactly family friendly. I'm your host, Next Gen Nate, and in this run we're going to be playing the original Guild Wars. In this run, our question is, what is a fantasy trope or archetype that you think doesn't get enough attention, or is interesting but hasn't really been done much? And tell us why. And with each subsequent episode, if you can think of more, tell us different ones that you thought were really cool, maybe from a book or another genre, or something that you've come up with, something you think would be a really cool twist on an archetype that you think would be interesting to see. And actually, I'll be thinking about it as well, and by the last episode, I'll give you something that I think would be interesting. But with that, let's jump into the game. Thank you for delivering the tithe. I trust you didn't run into any trouble you couldn't handle. You can be sure I'll pass the word. Yeah, okay. But I really want you to teach me how to use the hammer. Was a king because the nobility. Okay. It is said these royalist fools oppose King Adalbern because he was not born into nobility. They forget that it was Adalbern who saved us from the Guild Wars and the old king, Gwyneth be Just, who nearly brought Ascalon to ruin. The royalists hope to depose Adalbern and place Duke Bardin on the throne, but no one dares implicate the Duke in their action. I'd like you to go to Green Hills country and to search for signs of support from the West. Head north until you find a road to Green Hill country and talk to at least 3 people there. Sound them out to see if they have royalist sentiments. One warning though, do not talk to the War Master Grast. At the slightest mention of disloyalty to Avalon, he's likely to crush your skull. Back here again? Man, I should have taken both of those missions at once. What is that thing? That's an interesting looking thing. I should pull up a list of like all the different quests in this first section. I know, don't go for this guy, because this guy opens the door and it kind of ends the thing, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. That's where a list would be good. Ooh, hello. Skippeth. You know, it's kind of interesting. I like the sword abilities of the gashing. I like the hammer abilities because of slamming into stuff. I'm wondering if the axe is kind of... I haven't never really done axe before. I wonder if the axe is kind of like the best of both worlds. It kind of smashes and bleeds. If that's the case, then I'm kind of doing this wrong. Which, if you notice, a few games, like when I did Sunken Lands, I did that all wrong. There's another game. Anyway. And there's one game, I tried to do the game Desperados. Whew. Did I not do that right? And I'm probably going to put out an episode showing how badly I did, of like a mashup of me just going, oh. But we'll see. Or not. Although I think it might be kind of... Anyway, you must be joking. Not since King Duric himself has Escalon had a finer king than Adalbern. The only good royalist is a dead royalist, I say. Okay, there's one of them. Okay. Hell yeah, you got opposition to the king. From what I've seen, King Avalon is a man of great compassion. There will always be those malcontents who seek to blame every hardship in life on the current monarch. Many of the royalists are merely misguided. In time, they will realize the error of their ways. Maybe you don't remember how Escalon was before Adalbern. Crown belly influence to guilds for the slightest show coin. Who would wish for a thing like that to return? Alright. I'm assuming that's where I need to be. Maybe after I do our other quests, maybe she'll teach me the hammer skill. Because if I remember correctly, that is the individual who teaches hammer skills. And it's looking like sword skills don't work against skeletons as much. And there's a few missions down in the catacombs. The sword really wasn't doing a very good job. That makes sense, actually. That's actually very smart of them. I forgot about that. But yeah, using a sword against a skeleton, a magically moving skeleton, makes no sense. Like, I stabbed through your ribs. What's that do? It makes a lot more sense of, I need to crush you with a hammer. So, the Duke's people are loyal to Alvarin, after all. I am pleased to hear that. Anything? I want hammer skills. Alright, well. Ago is given an old horn by Catherine Tartar. Out of it I have fashioned a hunter's horn, which I would like to give to Aiden. I've used all my art to fashion this horn, but the final step is beyond my talent. To fully reach its potential, the horn must be bathed in the water of a healing spring. Such a spring is rumored to be located in the south part of Regan Valley. Aiden, last I heard, was visiting the fishing village south of the tower in Wizard's Folly. Sounds like fun. Seriously, how do you get... I think what the calamity thing is searing, so... Let's see. Warrior. Okay. Oh, axe skills, frenzy, gash, hammer bash. How do you get that? How do you get hammer bash? Causes knockdown. Hammer attack. Causes knockdown. Lose all my faint. Yes. How do you get it? Hammer mastery. Okay. How do you get it? I have war level. Okay. Let's see. Hammer bash, hammer attack. Use all adrenaline if hammer bash hits your target. They're knocked down. Okay. Acquisition. The Barden Estate. Oh. Oh, I think... Yeah, okay. I'm wrong. She's not the one that gives you hammer stuff. Alright, cool. Pardon me. Got some gold. Aggro you guys. Oh, this is gonna go to the spring. I didn't really mean to do that. Alright, well. While I'm in the neighborhood, might as well do this. On to the Wood Ranger Valley based on my... One of the greatest joys of a ranger's life is earning the trust of animal. If you are interested, I will give you a skill that will allow you to charm. Now, however, it would not be fitting to close shrine. Charm just on the path there. You will find a shrine. Yeah, you may find one of the rare cats known. I do think it's interesting that we have all these enemies around. I mean, you can grind, but it's kind of like, they're not messing with me, so... Warrior Ranger would be kind of interesting. Of course, if I did that, I think a wolf would be cooler to have. But, or bear. Bear would be really cool. But I'm thinking with this particular character, we're going to go Elementalist, and for Elementalist, we're going to focus on Earth so that we can do like Earth grasping. Hold people in place and then smack them around. Let's see. Heart and Healing Spring. Wait, what? Oh, is this not the right spring? Guess not. Guess not. Sure, this companion will be nice to have. I don't know. This might convince me to have a pet. I don't know. We'll see. You're gonna mess with me? You're gonna mess with me? You're gonna mess with me. Bear pet would be pretty cool. Tell the truth. And there's actually a thing that takes a bear pelt. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I hope you considered joining our socials, as well as looking at our other channels and other creators. There should be links to that in the description below. As always, do not forget that I have a Rent a Cyber friend if you want to have a conversation with me directly, and there is a link to that in the description as well. But, like I normally do, I must remind you that if you are under 18, your legal guardian must log you in and stay in the room with you for us to have a conversation. If they don't, I'm sorry, that conversation can't happen. The question for this run is, what archetype or trope do you think is underused in fantasy? Which one do you want to see used more, and why? And then with the subsequent episodes, what are some other tropes and archetypes that you really love seeing in those stories? Or maybe you have a twist on one of those tropes or archetypes, and you want to share that with us. On this one, I'm not going to be making you guess anything. I'm just going to be adding my voice to this conversation on the last episode, and I'll be adding that, as always, 24 hours after posting the last episode of this run. And with that, I'm your host, NextGen Nate, and I look forward to the next time we play.